teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
First down for this offense. It's a reverse. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Throws to the back. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. He finds his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Golden Eagles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances. Get the ball with some speed on the perimeter. Try to make some big plays.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Gonna run it. It's Weeks. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See,
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. They're going to run it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So
afterburners coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They want to just keep throwing it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hurts his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Can't get him to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he intercepts it. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. On the move at the 30. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll toss it. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Using his feet. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Coming after him. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Texas! What a grab and go for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can
the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. All kinds of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down. They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
1-step wrap, 2-step. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide out in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Snowed under by the defense. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Boston College! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the...
And he muffs it. It's loose. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Quarterback will audible. Smith dropping to pass. They're trying to get to it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete on the right side. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
And the ball slipped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's... defense gets the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll go to the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. These quarterbacks have been spinning that ball so far, but just when you think you got to drop 5 or 6 into coverage, these dual-threat QBs can burn you on the ground. I think realistically, the defense that's able to best contain one of those aspects is going to be the defense that breaks serve and finds a path to victory. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Longhorns will put it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the flush.
Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. Puts him in the spin cycle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Calls his own number. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. You know when this quarterback's going to toe the block, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Texas. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to kick.
Flying out to the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll try to slam it in. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's a reverse. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Gets open down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting in this position.
Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now on the move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of our defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, you got to stop the run.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. With the run on first and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
Smith wants to throw. And that ball is picked off. Inside the 40. At the 30. 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Finds the tight end. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Texas. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense in a split backfield. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, going up top. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking. Uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Oh, how did you make that move? Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Going up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.